This is the W2 report with Sanji Himura. Here's Sanji.
Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting episode of W2 Report. I'm your host Sanji Himura. Today we enter the Metaverse for the 13th time in our careers. But before we do that, let us go over the ground rules with Lord Crocker Squirrel as always.
Rule number 1, be not the dick. Rule number 2, if you are being the dick, please refer to rule number 1. Definition, if you are being the dick, if at any time you are approaching people that we are discussing, harassing them, or doing other similar things, please do not do these things. We will be forced to deny that you exist. Not that we can stop you, but we will be forced to deny that you exist.
All right.
Do not irk the squirrel.
Do not irk the tax man either. But before we proceed, let's introduce our third man in the ring, Mr. Lindgren.
Rule number 3, stop throwing green dicks onto the WNBA court. Just because I laugh doesn't mean it's acceptable.
Before we go into our main business of the day, let us first renew our pledge to attend the Washington State Gaming Expo on February 6th through 8th, 2026. I am currently working on a massive surprise for you all. All three of us will actually be in Seattle during that weekend. So come hang out with the gang if you're in the Seattle area. So we can hang out with you and talk games. So let's get the ball rolling on that. Now the reason why we were late today is because we had a bit of a breaking news situation. But before we go into the breaking news, XIII V1 actually released not too long ago today, or rather during our vacation. So let's take a look at XIII V1 Reality Thread 1. Boy, that's a mouthful. Of course, I muted the audio for reasons. So,
Is this their game? Is this their gameplay site? Are we looking at actual gameplay?
That is actually gameplay. So that was Reality Thread
Terrible.
1. Yeah,
That's
terrible.
terrible. Just terrible.
Here's something with a little more substance. After that first stream, Shane Isaac released Reality Thread 2. Here's Reality Thread 2. I'm going to mute the audio because of copyright. Now,
I'm kind of wondering, why does this look like Dream World?
Mainly because it is, in a sense.
Only in a sense. I don't want to defame Dreamworld by comparing it to this.
Oh, I don't know. Call
At
a
least
spade
Dreamworld-
spade, dude. Seriously.
No. Dreamworld had one thing going for it. At least they admit their fuck up, unlike Shane.
And
and there's actually, funnily enough, there's more to it than that. They weren't they didn't go into the whole crypto space to try and get people to, or they didn't make allusions to crypto space to try and get people to give them money for nothing.
Right, they were trying to sell a game, not crypto.
Well,
Right.
yeah, but they're trying to sell a game and not stupidity.
Although in Dreamworld, although to a mark on Dreamworld, Dreamworld was promised to be an everything game.
Which it never was.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know
It never
if any of you got a chance to read to read my review of it. Because holy crap! The only thing is they actually they wouldn't let me rate it 0 out of 10 because quite frankly, even 0 out of 10 was more than it deserved.
Your attention to it was more than it deserved. And looks like we have some people in the chat already.
The problem,
we
of course,
have-
you can't actually tell which bits should be trees and which bits shouldn't.
Yeah. So we actually have Dank Memer in the chat already. And we have Dringo Gingo in the chat. Let's go over some comments while this video plays. So, we have it's better than Dreamworld's 1-to-1 geolocational Earth. Okay. Let's stop right there.
Where on Earth is this?
Where exactly?
Well, that would be a very good question. That's an excellent question to ask.
Let me actually blow this up a little bit. Squirrel, you have Google Maps open?
What?
You have Google Maps open?
I don't have any additional apps open.
Maps. MAPS.
Oh no, I don't have any. I didn't even occur to me to grab some.
Because there is coordinates available.
My guess would be somewhere either in the southern half of Europe or somewhere in North America. Probably some. Now back up that up a sec. No, right there. What is that?
That is a cactus plant.
Middle of the forest.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet this is actually the center of Denver, Colorado.
You wish.
Well, let me do a thing here. 102.
I have yet to see a situation in which deciduous trees of these types
96.
are going to be found even in the same biome as a cactus.
All right. Maps. 102.9096. Let me find that. Coordinates. Okay. Okay. 102.9096 north. 18.8870 west. Let's try this. West and north. Okay.
Now, let's answer the question. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
All right.
Yeah, that would be a question. That proves to be the question.
All right. I got it. Let me get rid of the comment. Let me remove that for now. Where in the world is this avatar at? Share screen. There.
Where is that?
That is
Like the-
La Herla, Michoacan, Mexico.
Oh, in Mexico. Yeah, no.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he was in Mexico. Let's continue.
I was right about the somewhere in somewhere in the North America bit.
Yep.
But again, you're not going to see cacti in those spaces.
At least, yeah, not cactus and grass together.
Definitely not that.
Yeah, I already opened it in Google. Let me pause it and share it again. There we go.
See, I don't see as far as Earth 2 getting a redemption arc. That's going to depend on the behavior of the people running the show. No, no. It's not if Mexico then cactus. Cacti don't give a shit whether or not they're in Mexico or not. They more care about is it dry enough?
Yeah, this is satellite view.
He wants a street view. I don't think he's going to get a street view because they probably don't have. They don't actually because they don't. There are some places that Google's little map cars can't go.
Yes, and and some portions of Mexico are one of them. All right, let's continue.
Well, it is being suggested that that you give it an attempt, see if you can actually bring up the rest of the biome.
Oh, I see what he's saying.
Go on, share it. You know how.
There we go.
Okay. Scroll in some more. Okay, so we're looking at sparse tree cover, very sparse tree cover. A little bit more.
That's as close as I can get.
Yeah, no, you're looking at very sparse tree cover, some grass. I can't see anything that would be that would be a cactus.
Yeah,
The biome's not right for it.
Now,
I wonder if he'll go to the left there and find that ridge that's showing up.
what ridge?
Okay, moving on.
All right, moving on. Oh, this is funny.
Yeah.
So we all know Google Maps is wrong. Shane should tell them.
Yeah. Yeah, he should send Google Maps as 1-to-1 recreation. Because this is, he's coming up on La Huerta.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, Gringo. I think I would probably put my trust more in Gerbil and its satellite-based mapping technology than I would Shane. That's just a me thing, though.
Shane is a sizzle salesman.
Okay, as far as your general quality,
It's
I've
standard
seen
Unreal
much better.
5.
I've seen much better in stuff that's actually designed. This is procedurally generated, so we're seeing a lot of trees look like all the other trees.
And cactus where they shouldn't be.
amongst
Yeah.
other things.
Yeah, this
Well,
is
see, that
standard
would be a
Unreal
completely
Engine
different
5
issue there, Bingo.
quality.
We haven't seen Italy, just this particular patch of Mexico, and therefore we can't really judge the rest. We can't judge Italy. But you're definitely going to need more biomes than that, or more terrain than that, even just to get there. So this is a thing that would be, well, effectively it's an empty open world. It just kind of almost theoretically there. What I find interesting is that her walk and jump animations are based around are from a male skeleton, which is not a good thing. She's not going to run like that.
Oh, this is the comment I was wanting. Yeah, I would actually agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Yes, Skyrider, I agree. There's nothing new or interesting here. Never mind that I'd have to cough up anything up to what is it, $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 for some bits. I find it interesting that this particular instance, you're out in the middle of nowhere, and instead of someplace like, oh, I don't know, the middle of Washington D.C. Now that would be a test of the beast. Okay, because you have street views available as well. Honestly, Gringo, not really. Again, it strongly reminds me of Dreamworld. It's not got the same sort of situation going on, obviously, but the graphics here not any better. It doesn't look any better.
Yeah, it is.
In some ways, it looks
literally
worse.
the same tech demo as Dreamworld was.
Yes, but the difference between
Dreamworld had more clutter, is what killed its optimization.
Yes. To be honest with you, we actually got a response. We actually got a response back from Dreamworld saying that they would fix it. Yeah. Len not too long ago received an email from Dreamworld.
After we tried the updated Dreamworld on stream, I got an email from them. Said, hey, we noticed that you played Dreamworld for only like 40 minutes. Would you like to share your thoughts?
I was fixing to say they didn't like what they must not have liked what I had to say about them then.
Well, yeah, I was more diplomatic.
Yeah, I wasn't for what I wound up having to deal with, I was not inclined to be diplomatic in my original review. And if I remember, which one, I think I was the one that was playing the second time, that instance too.
No, you weren't. It was
no?
Len.
Was that you?
It was Len on us.
I had installed it and booted it up because it wasn't running right on
my computer.
Yeah.
Dreamworld and I had a few arguments, and we don't talk about that other game. And I know Sanji knows which one I'm talking about.
Oh, yes.
You're still paying the bill for that.
Yes, I am. There's a part 2 to this.
I'm not sure that. Well, okay, you've got a part 2. Let's have it.
That was a part 2.
Yeah, Earth 2 isn't. It's just compounding all the different kinds of microtransactions. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it would have to be a work in progress. That what they were trying to accomplish isn't even real. It isn't even, at least in my opinion, and I've been playing video games for way too long. It's not actually possible with current technology. He wants to make Ready Player One out of this thing, and it's just not gonna fly.
Yeah, Earth 2 is a crypto storefront that's trying to pass itself off as a game.
Wow. Now, if we really want to be honest with you, Upper Echelon and Callum Upton, both friends of our channel, rightfully tore this gameplay up in shreds. We're just adding a fart in the wind type situation here.
Honestly, again, I'm not seeing anything even remotely compelling about this. It's just kind of there.
No, and honestly, I do not blame you.
But each one of these videos is half a freaking hour, and when you can bore the tits off me inside of 15 seconds, you're doing it wrong.
Yes. Yes.
Which would you say is more riveting, this or the Dune Buggy video?
Honestly, the Doom Buggy video was just,
Yeah,
that wasn't a thing really, and the Doom, even then, you're talking about once again stock assets. And as far as I could tell, that shit was all pre-generated. It wasn't we don't have live gameplay there, so it doesn't even. There's not even really a way to make the comparison, at least not properly. As pre-generated material tells you sweet fuck all about anything. It doesn't.
Oddly enough, what I'm seeing in this so-called gameplay is that it is following in the footsteps of Dream World.
It really is.
Yeah, and it's like
Sorry
Dream
to
World
burst people's bubbles, but
it's like Dream World has made so much more of a game so much more quickly.
And we have an ARC in the chat.
Hey there, ARC. How you doing?
Yes, you can claim to be in an Apache helicopter, but that doesn't make you one.
Yeah. Shane makes a lot of claims. Like I said before, he's a sizzle salesman. He's not even interested in providing a steak.
Well, that's a massive ripoff.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on just a second. I'm going to pause this right here since there's actually water. Oh, wait a minute. Move back up a little bit. Since...
But then since the beginning, I have held that I have held to the notion that that Earth 2 is pretty much boredom pie.
Oh yeah, Gringo Dingo.
Boredom pie that's taking in an obscene amount of money for no reason I can determine.
There it is. Okay. Now I'm going to change.
If you can't craft a torch, you have real. If someone's making torch crafting impossible, that's bad.
No, I don't think anything can be crafted yet.
9-2.
This has no crafting, only item collection so far.
18.884. 50 north. Okay. All right. So this is going to go away for a little bit. Now you notice that in the thing, you
Spit it
you
out,
saw some
Sanji.
water. You saw some water. No water in where this is located.
Right, no rivers where that's located. Which just goes to prove Google Maps is really slacked off. They really need to step up their game.
Oh yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Shane Isaac couldn't possibly be trying to pull a con. He's just
Again,
he's
you're
remaking
talking.
Earth
Again, you're
1-1.
talking about only the most basic of map information and procedural generation,
Absolutely.
and that's how you get. And that's how you get to that point. I would be surprised to discover that two people were seeing the same, would even be seeing the same things. Whilst they're both in that particular neck of the woods.
Duncan Meaber, cheating is indeed one of the problems he's going to have. Of course, cheating has been a staple of Earth 2 for a while now. Even
Okay, sorry to
It's a
interrupt.
staple
Sorry to
of
interrupt.
any large scale multiplayer game. That's just all there is to it.
Citation fucking needed.
Yeah.
Any large scale game, any kind of MMO, cheaters are a thing. You just have to figure out how to deal with the security. And the layers, given previous issues, the layers of security that we have that seem to be available, seem to be a tad on the short side.
Also, Duncan Meamer, it is actually Pirate Software who has 20 years of game development experience, supposedly.
And even then, I would doubt that. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some of his so-called work, and I'm not impressed. But then, if you wanted to make claims about 20 years worth of software development, I could make that claim. I could make that claim easy.
Yeah. All of Shane's experience is in marketing. He doesn't have any gaming experience.
No, I know you're taking a piss here.
Yeah, because
okay, Dank. Two questions for you. One, what game did he work on outside of Earth 2? And two, when did he start developing games?
My two questions are: what strain do you smoke, and where can I buy it?
actually, I want to know too, but I need to know where I should warn my children away from.
Go ahead and do that. That'll leave more for me.
Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Yes.
I
That is
call
actually
him a
true.
contender.
That is actually true.
Internet cafe, an analog version, An analog version of a cafe simulator, an internet cafe.
Oh,
simulator.
I know which internet cafe he's referring to.
How do you do an analog? How do you do an analog version? Given the sorts of given the nature of the medium, because software is by its nature digital.
Tabletop simulator.
It's an internet cafe board game.
Oh.
Again, that's not software development.
Much like Rat Trap or Mousetrap.
Mousetrap, yeah, Mousetrap. Mousetrap was fun though.
Yeah, that's analog.
But again, that's not. We're not talking about software development, are we?
Yeah,
we are not. Again, if Shane's making a claim, he needs to find a way to back it up.
Okay, that is somewhat true. He did organize the Brisbane Gaming World Championships, but that's about it. All right. I think I let this go long enough. Now, so, thoughts on it? I know it was boring, so you don't need to tell me that.
I feel dumber for having watched that. I awarded no points, and may God have mercy on Shane's soul.
Oh my goodness. Dringo, you're absolutely right. It would have been nice if we had that 3 years ago. At least we know it would have been a proof of concept then. Not in 2025. Now, there is something that we need to bring up. Earth-2 Insights release a video saying we do this for profit. Now, if there is no truth to that, there is no truth to that. So let's bring up this comment here. If I could ask the Year 3 community one question, it would be this: 5 years of research, R&D, and Shane has produced nothing original. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner here. Okay, back to what I was saying. Earth-2 Insight released a video saying that we do things for profit. The problem with that is that, like the meme, they want to establish more bridges. But they approved of doxing Callum. They approved of doxing Butter Golem. They approved of doxing the IGN's community manager. But if you try to dox Shane, no. Now, I'm going to subject you to Earth-2 Insight's latest video. So, without further ado, here is Hate for Profit. with commentary provided by the W2 report.
5 years,
got my
Earth
alcohol
2 has
ready.
been under
Oh, you got brain bleach already? Pass it around.
siege. Not from honest criticism or analysis, that would be welcome, but from
Oh, by the way, you can tell me when to stop. Stop the video for
Why,
snide
yes,
comments.
it's kissing their rings is indeed honest analysis and critique.
right.
Suggesting that they could do better is hate speech and death threats.
All right, let's continue.
something far more toxic. A relentless barrage of accusations.
Who says it was endless? Endless. Him?
Wait, people are still talking about it? Huh.
That is news to me.
Ponzi scheme, vaporware, bankrupt, scam. The goalposts move
All right,
so
let's
often,
have
they've
finish
forgotten
this.
where the pitch is. First, they'll never build anything. Then, okay, they built something, but not what they promised. Now, okay, it's what they promised, but not good enough.
When did we ever say it was what he was promised? What
Yeah.
Shane promised?
What did he promise?
Yeah. That is news to me.
Even actual worst game ever. They judge a pre-alpha build like it's a finished release.
If you
I
release
think
it into the wild, you're open for criticism.
in order for it to be the worst game, it has to be a game. So no points on that.
Actually, he was actually quoting Upper Echelon.
Ah,
And Upper Echelon did disclaim that statement as if it was hyperbole.
yeah.
Bear in mind, Earth 2 Insights footage is better than what we saw. Who knows?
Honestly, it looks the same to me.
Who knows at this point?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, Earth 2 Insight's graphics card, CPU, what have you, is better than what we saw. But the problem,
probably
the problem with
run on
that, the problem with that is that no, there were three versions used.
Oh,
Reality Thread 1 was from... Okay, let's stop right there. No, we didn't choose bad footage. We captured it directly from the live stream itself.
Sanji,
So
go
we're
up to
using-
Gringo's last post.
What?
Go up to Gringo's last post. Up a couple more.
Yeah, I see it.
yeah.
I agree. Releasing a pre-alpha is in and of itself a mistake. Don't do that.
Well,
And
the problem for Shane is that he is out of time and he doesn't have any other choice.
well, that's a Shane problem. He should have thought about what he could do before he opened his face. He really should have.
Yeah, should have, definitely.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda,
It's-
didn't.
Yeah, he should have thought about what he can he should have
What-
thought about what he could have delivered before he started taking in $100 million selling tiles. But hey, that's just me. Let's continue.
That's like judging a baby because it can't do calculus. But from
No, not even remotely the same thing.
No. You're right. Let's continue.
okay, they built something, but not what they promised. Now, like it's a finished release. That's like judging a baby because it can't do calculus. When outrage
I don't
is your
expect the baby to do calculus, A, and B, unless you're ready for unless you're ready to receive criticism, don't put it out there. As a pre-alpha, you're not even bloody feature complete.
No.
None of your major systems are in place. You can walk around and look at the trees. That's it.
Also, at 9 years old, it's a toddler, not a baby anymore.
Now, yes, Shane was definitely caught between a rock and a hard place. But we should have seen this
because
footage.
let his mouth get in the way.
Yes.
Start simple.
But you should have released this footage. You should have released this not 2 years ago, but
Like
3
5.
or more.
Yeah,
You should have had this freaking ready before he started taking money for titles.
I agree. There is no argument from this end. Having
business model.
You do not develop vertical slices. Okay. Let me back up a little bit. They shouldn't have done what what was that fantastic game?
What, day before?
Yeah, the day before. They shouldn't have done what the day before had done. They shouldn't have promised vertical slices of things that are going to be and then release this. They shouldn't have released crap. Yes, Ringo, you are absolutely right. Shane should have marked the videos as promotional videos. That would have shut us all up. That would have shut us all up from day one. Now, let's continue.
You need enemies, even when they don't exist. I've been here since the beginning, seen every setback, every breakthrough, all under constant attack. I've been called a shill, a moron.
Okay. A, you are acting like a shill. 2, you are acting like a moron. Need I go on?
Who even is this? He doesn't sound anything like Aria Realty, so who else is this?
Well, this is an idiot, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exact. Well, it's not even a walking simulator. A walking simulator has someplace for you to go.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
at least it has a destination.
And there's some sort of a story it's trying to tell.
I mean, at least it has some resemblance of a game.
I mean, yeah, people are down on walking simulators, but honestly, as a storytelling medium, they're beautiful, they're brilliant, but you have to have a story. If there's not a story, then all you're doing is creating problems for yourself and everyone else. Not to mention making everybody around you look like fools. You don't want that either.
Yes.
So yeah, no, there are problems, and there was a big promo video that they did. If I remember right, we did actually have a big promo video that showed a whole bunch of pre-generated stuff.
Yes, that was quote rendered in engine.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now I
made up
see,
entirely of, I believe it was Unreal assets.
no, it was Unity.
Was it Unity? Okay, my bad.
Yeah, they're basing this on Unity. Where you're getting the Unreal engine from is that was the engine of Callum's choice when he took Shane Isaac's challenge.
And as far as for what I know, he actually managed to succeed. He got all,
Yes.
he managed to get he managed to hit all of the marks that he was expecting to.
Yes, but because Shane Isaac couldn't man up and take the L, he said he lost. Let's continue.
A bot,
Shane
a deep
Isaac.
fake.
Shane Isaac might actually be pirate software.
All for daring to suggest that Earth 2 might be worth watching. But here's what really shows their hand. Within an hour of my last video release, accusations of sexual exploitation appeared. False claims of nudity were filed against all...
What?
No.
When did that happen? I don't remember that.
Well, it allegedly happened when this idiot, I don't want to call him a JA because of YouTube, when this idiot decides to upload 2 minutes of Big Fry saying SMD over and over again.
Shit, most dumb. Yeah.
Over and over again. Yeah. It's no wonder why YouTube would flag that video in itself. Not one of us pushed YouTube to do this. Let's continue.
all my videos, and my channel was taken down pending investigation. Ask yourself, are these the actions of the good guys? Are
Enforcing the rules equally? Yeah, that is the actions of good guys. That's just me, though.
people who make fake allegations credible sources?
They were fake. They were very real. Let's continue.
Today we flip the script. You've heard of not-for-profit. Well, this is hate-for-profit, an industry that turns harassment into entertainment and cruelty into cash. So ask yourself, who's really running the scam here? When you spend
welcome
enough
to
time
the
online,
internet.
especially
Yes.
Welcome to the internet, established in 1990 by Al Gore, allegedly.
in gaming spaces, you start to see patterns. A new project shows up. It's ambitious, maybe even messy. Instead of critique, it gets spectacle, a ritual humiliation for the masses. We're watching this unfold with Earth 2, but what follows is something else, something darker.
Oh, yes.
Gamer.
Yes.
What?
Shane Dawson did not sleep with nearly enough game journalists for this to be relevant.
What the holy no. The Gamergate. No. If this was Gamergate, you freaking know.
Yeah.
Everybody would know. All the knowing. There's no person on this planet or any other that would have any questions. about whether or not if this was Gamergate.
Well, let's hold on to our tinfoil hats.
You may be right, Duncan Memer.
Yep. Oh boy, let's go, dude. Let's do this. Let's see their Gamergate blueprint.
Oh, jeez.
Some
Okay,
YouTubers have
I'm going to say
revived
right now, this is going to be really friggin' painful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this reminds me, for everybody wondering what's the difference between cancel culture and consequence culture, cancel culture is what happens to me, and consequence culture is what happens to you. It's pretty simple.
Gamergate blueprint. Step 1, frame performative outrage as journalism. Step 2, package mockery as entertainment. Step 3, incite the mob with sarcasm and taunts, not substance. And step 4, when things get out of hand, say, well, I was just giving my opinion.
Okay.
This is exactly what those journalists claimed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Okay. Yeah.
In our
Yeah.
expert opinion, gamers are dead.
Yeah, let's continue.
Don't feed the blaze and feign shock when it spreads. It's not just an opinion, and it's not a critique.
Opinions are... Okay.
Critique is opinion by the nature of the animal.
Yep. Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Having been the last, oh god, it's almost 10 years now, doing video game critique, and when I wasn't actually doing development. Yeah, there's a limit. There really is, and this guy's way past it. He has, as far as I can tell, he has exactly zero idea what he's talking about. And even if he did, he's doing it in such a way as to provide to actually push falsehood. You're being gaslit.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
Okay,
Yeah,
Gamergate was this big bad thing that happened to a bunch of people that brought it on themselves. See, one of the first critiques I ever made was about those journos biting the hand that feeds them, because it's exactly what they did. They bit they went and they bit hands.
And now they're complaining that nobody feeds them.
Yeah, yes. I know, right? But it took from 2014 when I made that video to 2022 before anybody really figured out that games journalism was going to be fucking dead in a week.
Yeah.
Also, hyperbole. I knew it wasn't going to be dead in a week, and it's still doing the dying thing. But at this point, its death throes are quite a bit more entertaining.
Yeah, it's a lot more entertaining than Earth 2 by a long mile.
Well, and here's the thing: what happened to Gamergate when people started being held accountable for their bullshit. It wound down, and we didn't really even get another even Gamergate like thing for quite a long time. The Gamergate 2.0 thing was mollified quickly because that was the only thing they could do. See, you learn a lesson. Okay.
Outdate the outrage.
Once you've achieved your goals, back up, and go into kind of a sleep mode. Pay attention, but don't like make a nuisance out of yourself.
Yeah.
And you don't have and people will sit up and listen again when you come back.
Yeah.
If you ever need to.
Which is like what we're doing here and now with Earth 2. We paid attention.
Okay. And there have been a whole lot of so-called movements that have done exactly the opposite thing.
Yeah.
They like the gravy train so much that they seem to think that they need to find more problems that they can solve, or they need to create more problems that they can solve just so they remain relevant and have a reason to continue the grift.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people actually made any real money off of Gamergate. It wasn't very many. And those that did did so because they were giving information that they needed. Not gonna lie, I made a whole $10 off it. Do I care? No.
No.
Was it important for me to talk about it at the time? Yes.
Sorry, I was.
And over the next while and a half, I'm going to get myself into trouble coming down on the more censorious portions of our banking industry.
Yes.
They're not going to like me very much, and I won't care.
Yep.
What's the worst they can do? Say, we don't want to do business with you anymore? Well, guess what, fuckers? Someone's going to have to.
Yeah. Let's continue.
And if they don't like it, they can get bent.
Yeah.
People as less than human, and your audience will too. Dehumanizing is not criticism, it's rabble-rousing, stripping people of their complexity and replacing it with a
gaslighting is
single
bullshit,
laughable...
fool. Okay, dehumanization is a tactic one uses to create a sense of us and them so that it's easier to demonize people.
Those right-wing Nazis
it happens
really...
in every war.
Yeah, those right-wing Nazis really need to stop dehumanizing.
Well, and think about it the other way. This dude here seems to have missed some of the lessons of history. He has. He's absolutely missed them. Anybody that knows anything about who I am and what I do, they will know exactly what I'm talking about. And if not, I'll leave you to make a couple of guesses based on your own experiences.
Oh yeah,
because that's not what this is about.
No.
Oh yeah, Dunkamemer, that is a good point. He is saying that everybody who's disagreeing is a hate-filled bigot.
Yeah. He's dehumanizing and demonizing us while he's gaslighting us, making sure that we are firmly of the opinion that we don't have the foggiest fucking idea what's going on. But he does, and he's going to tell us. No, I'm not going to buy that for mine, yours, or anybody else's fucking dollar.
Yeah, let's continue.
Label, the other, the enemy, the joke. There are a number of ways recent videos have actively distorted the narrative, using low-resolution footage and showing earlier builds. They label delays as deceit, use technical bugs as proof of fraud.
No.
No, because
No.
when people first started approaching this, they were looking at the crypto function of the damn thing and going, what? You guys are taking in money on crypto you can't actually make because you want a closed economy. Yeah, no, that is absolutely the right direction to go if you want to scam that shit out of people.
And we use the technical bugs as proof of incompetence.
That's right. Well said, Len. Okay.
Yes, well said.
Because there is a clear and present difference between those two things.
Even further, in their original terms of service, which I could bring up at any time I please, they said that they may convert everybody's holdings into cryptocurrency.
And without notice.
Fuck off. And without notice. And fuck off. Which is basically what they've done with Essence.
Put it this way. Just because you say you can do a thing does not mean that you must do a thing, except that that's never the way the world works.
Right.
If you're telling me that you're allowed, if you're telling me that you're allowed to do a thing and you don't do it, I'm going to wonder what the hell you're peddling.
Like supposedly the investors were allowed to withdraw their money, but couldn't.
But they had to get it through the system first, and the system said, "Yeah, right, dude. Get bent. This is actually a matter of public record."
Yeah, sales are final, no refunds. Get bent, loser.
All right. God help us all. Let's continue.
Make false assumptions. They claim players are being
Okay. Earth 2
Yeah, I think
Core
I'm going to go back
Mechanics
to the citation
101.
I needed for that guy.
Ether can only be spawned, not bought. There is no pay to spawn fee.
When did
Except
Ether
last I
start
checked,
existing?
there were people that were actually managed to get their hands on Ether without actually playing the game. Because Ether's been in trade for a while now, if I'm not mistaken.
No, Essence has.
Essence, excuse me.
Yeah, Essence has been around. Yeah, now I'm confused. It's like, when did Ether start existing?
Okay. The basic chain goes like this. You buy land with Earth dollars, and you spawn Ether on Mentars, which are also generated. Fair enough. But to spawn Ether, you have to have jewels which are socketed to the Mentar. I mean, you have to have jewels that are socketed to the Mentar that can generate more Ether for you to use. The problem is that you linked Ether to Essence, which is a cryptocurrency, and that's tied to Ethereum. That's tied to Ethereum, and that's tied to a money value.
And let us not forget the Mentar Creed. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. With the juice of sappho that sets my mind in speed. Oh, wait. Sorry. Mentar.
I see what you did there.
So Ether is turned into Essence to crypto. So using it to respawn instead of Essence so using it to respawn instead of making essence. So while technically it's not a pay to spawn fee, you're directly making less money because you are using it to spawn.
Yeah.
Bravo! Bravo for explaining it better than I can. Let's continue.
Scammed without ever once proving intent. Name drop Earth 2 alongside the day before and
Yes, and we're going to continue to do it. Why? Because the day before actually got Steam to react in a way that it never did before. It refunded everybody, even if you played more than 2 hours.
Word association is not proof, but being able to connect that many dots is indeed a problem.
let viewers join the dots. Excitement from pre-alpha streamers becomes instant comedy gold.
Because it is comedy gold. Absolutely.
Yeah. No, it's instant comedy gold for everybody, not just the hate machine.
Uh-oh.
Donka Memer, I honestly don't
Players
know
are
how
being-
much. Or Donka Memer, I honestly don't know how much needs to be spent on tiles for the ether to spawn. Although I imagine the more you spend, the more ether that spawns. Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's not pay to win. Remember that.
yeah, not pay to win. Remember that. But the more you're spending, the more you spend overall. The actual drop rate is controlled by the people that are by the people that are making the game. So turning that into, oh, this particular player, this is owned by this particular player or group or whatever, and they put in $20 million. Well, I guess they're going to be getting a lot of ether then.
Yeah, exactly.
Scammed without ever once proving intent. Name drop Earth 2 alongside the day before.
No. You don't get to make that call.
I prefer to go with Kira TV's definition, where it's like intent isn't quite as important in calling something a scam, because at the end of the day, the customer still is not getting that for which he paid
Or promised.
Yeah, nor promised.
Well, you promise a game, and then you make a game that you promise a game and you don't make one. That's scam. Whether you intended to do it or not, there's a scam. But also remember, folks, intent follows the bullet. If you do something crazy stupid and somebody gets hurt,
We will go over that later.
you are still responsible for what happens.
We will go over that later.
Of course we will.
Because I just got word that we can present our breaking news to everybody.
The what?
So yeah. So I was actually waiting for word from from a couple of people, and they both gave me the go ahead. So let's do it.
So let's do it.
Let's remove this for now. As a direct consequence of that video, this was shared on Facebook not too long ago. As you can plainly see, John Saul here basically doxed Callum and tried to dox Big Fry. This after Big Fry said, no, we didn't do this. And we didn't take down we didn't have your video that was the subject of all of this taken down. Yes. That's question number 1.
Oh, I know the answer to that because he's salty.
And yes, Skyrider, that's exactly what that is the implication. I mean, you might be able to get a couple of bits of ether without spending all the monies, but your drop rates are going to be very short.
You have to buy tiles to get ether.
Well, you have to buy tiles to get ether anyway because you can't. There's shit you can't do without it.
Yeah,
right.
Granted, I don't think there's anything you can do with it either.
I don't know that there is, Russell.
And Big Fry's tweet goes, so the Earth 2 losers are back in action, huh? Your channel was referring to Paul Archer, was taken down, and I reached out to show you that I had nothing to do with it, and your response is to push for the doxing of me? Yeah, we're the toxic ones?
You see the skull on our hats? That means we're the good guys.
I know, right? What's up with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if this is punishment for saying, no, we didn't do this, and no, we didn't actually endorse this, and your response is to dox somebody,
and clearly somebody's doing something wrong.
Yes, clearly somebody's doing something wrong. Yes, you're right. This is just exactly like the IGN drama.
Yup. Perfect.
The same playbook, even.
Don't you hate playbooks like that?
Yeah. Well, okay, the odds are 1 to 0.
Say, can we stop now? We need to be doing something else.
See, this is the major problem I have with Earth 2. Even if you do nothing, they will find a way to punish you.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if we want to continue with the video or not.
Well, you're welcome to continue the video. It's I'm finding it hilarious myself.
Yeah, I gotta say about
because this guy has absolutely no sense of self
awareness. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say this about. Yeah, I gotta say this about Paul. I haven't seen skin this thin since I looked in the mirror.
Oh, my condolences. I hear that's actually not a great place to go anymore.
It was weird seeing my own internal organs. I really think, yeah.
People feeling trapped in their homes and unable to go
exactly
and unable to change it because they can't because they're not going to make any kind of a return on investment or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
No.
This is exactly what they did. This is their exact playbook. And when their witch. When their wish was granted, they started doxing people.
Okay, in answer to Donga Memer, do any of us have the means to invite Paul Archer?
I'm inclined to think no, but that's just what?
Yeah, because I'm not part of that
Sounds
Discord.
I don't know if it would be a good idea if we got him either.
Yeah.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, all it's going to take is 5 minutes for this guy to take a look at what's been on this channel thus far and say, no, fam. We're not doing that.
He'd actually research something? Not likely.
Yeah, do I want to give you the time of day? No, not really. Thanks for the view, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Because the last thing he wants is the likes of us plowing through his shit and calling him on it.
No, we just tell him we want to kiss Earth 2's rings, and he'll be right on.
He's not gonna buy that.
Of course he would.
No,
He's
he
a
won't.
shill.
If he buys that, he's way more stupid than I give him credit for.
You're giving him too much credit.
Again, he's like some publishers. They're gonna see us coming.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly. All right, let's continue.
Viewers
Oh wait, that's
join
just
the
me
dots.
with the publishers. They hate me.
All right, let's keep going.
And word association,
Oh.
funnily enough, word association is it's a very powerful little piece.
Oh, the last time a ScamTuber interviewed an Earth 2 user, the Earth 2 user crashed out and claimed he was defamed because of comments he made himself.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, yeah.
So why would I want what? And that also leads to the question: why the fuck would I want one of these guys on the show?
Because it's
I mean,
comedy
that's my
gold,
rep, too.
Remember?
I mean, just like with the Kumo guy, Benjamin Gregg, he was demanding he come on, and we tore him to shreds.
Well, we don't
Granted-
even need to tear him to shreds. We just hand him rope.
Yeah, we just handed him rope and we just handed him rope and
Yeah, he finished
let
himself
him
off.
make the noose and everything himself. Granted, that was a fun little interview. Granted, but let's continue.
I've actually come on. I've actually in interviews I've gotten confessions, and people thought I was softballing.
Yeah.
You walk quietly and carry a big stick.
Yeah.
I know where the stick
No.
is.
We don't even need to carry the stick.
We just have to point it to him.
No, we just hand them the stick.
That's what I did to Fat Fly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did to Fat Fly. I gave him the ability to say what he wanted, and kind of led the conversation around until he realized that he had been tricked into telling people that the game that we were talking about that day was in fact the biggest asset flip ever made, and he said it proudly.
Wow. I remember that.
And I got all kinds of accusations about being a friend of Fat Fly. No, I just used a light conversational tone, and everything I wanted him to say, he said. Just because it looks like a softball doesn't mean that it is.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Excitement from pre-alpha streamers becomes instant comedy gold for the hate machine. I mean, imagine if we mocked every small milestone in life. Look at this idiot. What a scam. They engineer insults for maximum stickiness.
No, we were more interested. We thought. I don't know about anybody else, but I personally found it more entertaining that they were trying to take on a project that size with like 5 people.
Yeah, 5 people were going to make Ready Player One and The Matrix.
I don't know who. I mean, I know who.
And then
was
they were
originally
having,
on the
and
team.
even then they were having staff turnover like nobody's freaking business. People would be announced to have come in, and like 3 or 4 days later they'd be gone again.
Now I'm wondering if Eden Various Benson got a terminal case of ethics.
I don't know.
Oh, our
I
boy
would be
Ben,
shocked if they did.
our buddy boy Benson.
Yeah. It's like you see Shane, it's like
Built to
holy
go
shit,
viral
this
as
is
weapons.
evil.
Its character.
Sorry, you.
Sorry, I was playing some. My mouse is sticky.
That's because it's warm outside,
Yeah.
or at least it's not cold, which is
Yeah.
not quite the same thing, but close enough for today. It's certainly closer. It's certainly close enough to what what we're dealing with here in Earth 2, wherein
While
some
we're
people seem to think that the smallest layer of stupid is the same as the largest layer of as the biggest layer of the best layer of cake.
Also, it's like while we're paused, I just want to say it's like we have not been calling the players liars and fools. We have been calling them victims.
Yeah, that was a word that came up real quick.
Yeah.
Is there some people that have actually bought? There are a great many people that bought into this scam. I know a couple of them, and of course, I also know that their information for the longest time, their information was openly available on their website of no fracking security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could actually, if you knew how, you could get, if you had the smallest knowledge of how websites and PHP worked, or even Perl for that matter, because I know there was somebody else who shall remain unnamed, that managed to get a Perl script in to that cut through and managed to pull their database.
Yeah, the people who scraped the T app probably started with Earth 2.
I won't tell you who did it. I will, but I can tell you that I have seen evidence that it was done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's continue.
Assassination of an entire community. Let's be clear, these aren't
Did he
critiques
say
of the project.
assassination?
Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
Wow. Food. Project much. I mean, we need to repurpose this. We need to repurpose this guy to the nearest drive-through or drive-in. I'm not kidding.
Wait, no. He's not trying to do a character assassination himself, just a physical one, that's all.
Yeah. Like he did to like
he's trying to do with Big Fry.
yeah,
And Camel.
yeah. For the third time.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
They are slurs directed at a community, and they're
you
repeated
think those are
over
slurs?
and over.
Okay, citation fucking needed.
Yeah.
A slur is not a slur is a word that is to be used that is used in anger or in disgust at a person or at an individual or group, generally specific to that group. But if I said Sanji cock gobbler
Oh wow.
okay, that's a slur.
Or I thought a slur
But I could say
would be,
I could do this, but I could do the same thing with I don't know, jumping spider. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
It's the intent behind it, not the thing itself.
Oh yeah, and good point, Skyrider.
Yep, let's bring that up. All right, let's continue.
Again, waves of hate directed at E2 players. Propagate this kind of rhetoric, and you're not informing people, you're inciting them. It's Gamergate 2.0. This isn't critique, it's
That's
propaganda
not
wearing.
Gamergate 2.0. Gamergate
No.
2.0 was over something else completely.
Yeah, Gamergate 2.0 was Sweet Baby Inc. for their
Yes, it
righteously trying to take down critique, or righteously trying to take down someone who's noticing them. How dare we notice them?
Yeah, we actually have the
Yeah.
we actually had the guy on our channel before.
Yeah.
Yeah, we brought the guy in.
Welcome to HateTube.
Oh wow! All right, let's continue.
Gamer headphones. And here's the part we have to talk about because it's important. This kind of behavior doesn't stay on YouTube. It metasizes into
Okay.
Yeah, what, huh? Who did what the who for what cookies? I don't think so.
Isn't he trying to say metastasize?
Yeah.
Yes, he is, and
Yeah.
making references to this is what do they call it? Oh yeah, cancer. Wrong.
Yeah, because metasize is just big and tall.
Well, even further, where Paul Archer screwed up in his
Metasci.
AI
Oh jeez.
AI prompt is that you came after us first,
Yeah.
after we gave you light criticism.
Yes, mild criticism
docs-
definitely
you
a
docs-
thing.
You had Callum dox not once but 3 times. You threatened to dox Big Fry. And I am fairly certain that you're going to go after me after this video. That's just me though.
And it's not like people don't know about it.
Yeah. Anyway, let's
People
continue.
do know.
Discord servers, live streams, YouTube, Twitter, DMs, emails. Nowhere is safe. And guess what? Trolls don't even have to write their own insults anymore. They just copy paste what their favorite creator said. When streamers diagnose mental capacity, they're weaponizing their.
Oh, pause. How dare they copy paste what other people have said and not copy paste what Shane Isaacs said?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? I see. That's something I've never quite gotten. I never understood that. Why would somebody do such a thing? Oh, I know, because it's actually apropos.
Donkamemer, Donkamemer, they're not upset for long because they, when banned players go to the Earth 2 Discord, they get promptly banned.
All right. Let's continue.
Well, and of course, back to that back end security problem that they had for a long time.
Or what is the Earth 2U Discord? I don't know what that is.
The Earth 2,
unofficial.
see, that's just it.
Oh,
When
unofficial.
some kind soul decided to let them in on the problem, they got banned.
Yeah.
That individual was banned too.
Oh,
And I have
I
to
see
say-
what he's saying now then.
Yeah. Let's continue.
Audience against real people. They're not just throwing shade, they're mass producing harassment scripts. If you lit the
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
How dare we get harassed and not them?
Except, of course, that you lot had been doing that shit already.
Yeah.
All I have
Now-
to say to that is, quote, some people's children, unquote.
Now, let me figure something. Let me mentally work something out here about this phrase in particular. If you lit the fire, you own the smoke. We didn't lit the fire. Unfortunately, Earth 2 had a vile reaction to Big Fry's initial video. That's what started all this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny. Earth 2 doesn't have to own their smoke.
Yeah, well,
According to
we're required
Paul.
to own ours, and we have brought forth not only our opinions but receipts.
Yeah.
And extra gasoline.
There you go. There's a reason I never went there. I let Sanji do it. I let Sanji do that. Why? Because I had been hearing about that. I'd heard from several people that shit was going on, and I said, well, no, I'm not gonna go there. Why? Because there are plenty of people already there, and that I can trust to not completely gaslight me into thinking, well, okay, whatever. You know, everything is all hunky dory and copacetic.
Please scan
And I get and then these lovely people, they actually show me information that has gone before. When they make a claim, they bring whatever it was to my attention, and then show me who said it, when, and where.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
I'll get behind that. I really will.
Okay, here's a video.
Trust me,
Not
verify.
that video.
Oh yeah, Skyrider as a.
You do not.
Yeah, Skyrider, as said by Mussolini.
Not that video. Oh yeah, no, no. Earth 2 did not want that one.
Shane is going to the Mussolini School of Journalism, which is they're free to print whatever I tell them to print.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if the moderation teams like some National Socialist German Workers' Party in the mid 30s to mid 40s, then yeah, I can imagine why they wouldn't want people saying shit.
Wait, why are you asking us to? Yeah. Donka Memer, why are you asking us to include word vomit? It's just not even a sentence. That's just Paul's entire video.
Wow. All right, let's continue.
If we lit the fire, then what? We own what?
The smoke. According to Paul Archer.
You can really flavor your food over that smoke.
Oh, I know, right? What's up with that? Now, if I'm going to play with my food, it's going to be some idiot that thinks very highly of themselves and doesn't deserve to.
Yeah, like this guy.
Yeah, like Paul Archer.
Fire. You
Or ripping
own
a
the
game
smoke.
that is utterly
Demean,
terrible out of
distort,
existence.
unify the mob against a common enemy. Mock what you don't understand. Shame what you didn't.
Callum built it in 7 days by himself.
Yeah, as Skyrider pointed out. Oh, Donka Memer is actually, that was not misspelled, Varmont. I'm trying to figure out what does Varmont even mean?
Now, just so everybody knows, we actually don't really much care what you have to say, as long as it's relatively coherent. If you start calling everybody in the neighborhood a cunt, then you might get kicked out of the chat for a minute. Okay, we'll put you in timeout. We are not and have not banned anybody for disagreeing with us.
No, never.
Because our target isn't the people that are doing the stupid; it's the people that are listening to them. It really is.
Even further, I don't think we have ever banned anybody for any reason.
There have been a couple of people that have been timed out over the last several years, but that's it. And if and when they come back, usually when, they seem to be a little more circumspect, which is all we really wanted at that point.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Again, as I say in the front at the front end of the streams, be not the dick. If you're not being the dick, we're good.
Gotta say, Paul Archer's being a bit of a word varmint. Is that what you're looking for, Duncan?
Yeah.
Okay. First off, if that guy's trying to be a word varmint or even a word wanker, he's not doing a very good job.
Good point. His computer is doing all the work.
Varmint.
Let's continue. Let's continue.
Build and then profit off the outrage.
With an I and not two A's.
This kind of digital dogpiling doesn't.
All right, is this one of those things I should have stopped it for?
Just want to say to Skyrider real quick, don't worry about saying something nice. You can be an asshole as long as you're not a dick.
You don't have to say, if you disagree with us, then please, by all means.
Yeah,
say so.
Please do, yeah.
Because you might actually have a valid argument. I could be full of shit. And if you don't say something, I don't know.
All right.
I am full of shit. I'm just waiting till everyone else notices.
That's why you're perfect for our panel.
Yep.
Let's continue.
This kind of digital dogpiling doesn't just fracture communities, it kills innovation.
Where's the innovation for?
Yeah, where's the innovation? Yeah.
What are we innovating? I have questions.
What are you innovating besides the storefront?
What innovation? Hell, the storefront was just cheap shit.
Oh, good point. The storefront's generic too.
Okay, that's something I could have farted out in a day or two at most. Okay, but I would have included a script to update everything while I was at it, and in day-to-day operations, the script, the scripty bit that says, "Oh wow, this is the current rate of growth," didn't change for like 6 months.
Yep.
All
right.
Sends a message to every indie dev,
Citation fucking needed.
Yeah, no. Most indie devs have some pride in their work, and if they're taking issue with something we've said, chances are they're going to ask about it. Even the Dreamworld folks asked. I found some serious server issues, and the person I turned the review into originally asked me about it. And there were, in fact, server issues. Server issues that, funnily enough, actually got fixed.
I'm surprised.
No, they did. It took them a while to figure it out. But from my description alone, 3 months later, but it took them a while to get it done. But they did, in fact, make the effort.
Well, what's with Dreamworld is like they weren't actively scammers. Just they didn't realize how far in over their heads they actually were.
Oh, that was always the case for.
For Dreamworld.
Well, Dreamworld was way in and over its head, and it fucking knew it. But
no, it didn't know it at the time.
Well, and you know what? That's fine. Feature creep is a thing. It does happen.
It happens, yeah.
You just have to learn how to refactor and draw down. And once you've figured out what you can do that, and then in the next generation do more.
Yeah.
Because believe me, I have been a huge abuser of the whole feature creep thing. I have done that to myself I don't know how many times.
And Gringo Dingo, good luck.
Let's continue.
Ambitious creator, every dreamer. If your product isn't perfect, we'll turn you into a meme.
No.
Even
We
if it is
expect
perfect, we'll
effort.
turn it into a meme.
Even if it's
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Somehow
Yeah.
at some point or other, someone's gonna make a meme out of your shit. It's just the rules. Okay?
Yeah.
The internet never forgets, but at the same time, if they can find anything funny at all, and they will, they're gonna make a meme out of you. You should be proud. Some autistic bastard on the internet thought enough of your shit to actually work for it and turn it into a meme. And if it lasts more than 3 weeks, you should be really proud of yourself.
And your community into a punchline. Earth 2 might fail, it might succeed, but what it doesn't deserve, what no project deserves, is a public hanging disguised as entertainment.
Bullshit. That one there deserved a public hanging just because, even just on the monetization alone.
No, it's public hanging.
If they had done something that had required at least some effort and then had asked people to buy in, then yay. All you did was put together a website with an Earth 2 interface and a way to take money. No.
Yeah, Paul
That's
Archer.
exactly what you did. As any bless you want, that's exactly what you fuckers did, and you were rightfully railed for it.
Yeah,
you take
Paul
on,
Archer,
15, 20, 30, 40 million dollars on a website with no promise of anything aside from we're gonna make both the Matrix and Ready Player One, and we're gonna have it done in like 6 months. Okay, you are full of shit. We know you're full of shit, and now you've got this guy screaming at us because we told you you're full of shit.
No, Paul Archer.
It doesn't make you any less full of shit at all, ever.
Yeah, Paul Archer, this is both public hanging and entertainment. We are painting a clown face on you while we hang you, and we are laughing.
Well, you know what? Actually, funnily enough, it is actually worth a giggle.
Yeah.
To see him trying to defend this, because
especially since he endorsed doxing Big Fry.
On Facebook. Yeah. You see, this one Minnesotan tried to solve world hunger as he ate a bunch of gay boys.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
Real critique challenges without demeaning. It asks hard questions, but leaves space for answers. It says, here's what's not working, and here's how it could be better. Because the goal of critique...
Stop! It's not my job to tell you how... It's not necessarily my job as a critic to tell you how it works. Telling you how it doesn't, that's a thing I can do. That's a thing I will do all day. I'm not going to tell you how to fix it until you ask me nicely. Actually, you don't have to ask me nicely. Just ask. Grow a pair and ship me an email. It's not hard. It's been done before.
One thing that every game developer needs to understand, your audience is a cluster of nerves. You may not be able to rely on them for answers, but they will pinpoint the problems for you.
Yep.
And besides, telling them how they could improve was step one. Those were the first videos. And then Shane immediately started attacking.
Yeah. So we're sitting down with a bottle pop bottle pop and with a bucket of popcorn, and we're going to enjoy this.
Let's see
Yeah,
what
It's
the rest of it
entertainment.
looks like. And I'm actually not fond of this imagery here. The goal of critique, he's correct there. It shouldn't be to kill an idea. It's to tell you that your idea is, well, not
could be
brilliant
improved. Yeah.
and needs to be improved. Okay, and by telling you what's wrong with it and not babying you, that's what we're trying to achieve.
Ultimately, I think at the end of the day, Paul
If
Archer
your game is
wants,
shit, I will tell you.
ultimately at the end of the day, what Paul Archer wants is to be babied.
I'm sorry. I've already raised my children, all of my children past that stage. I have no intention of adopting him. And he'd have to listen to what I tell him anyway. So fuck that.
An idea, it should be to strengthen it. You can punch up without punching down. You can be funny without being cruel. You can lead conversations without leading lynch mobs. It's the difference between a boxing coach and a bar fight. One builds you up, the other just wants to see you bleed.
I don't have a problem seeing you bleed, especially if you're going to keep rabbiting on about this shit. Okay,
Oh,
you're not telling us anything.
let's get one thing straight, Paul. Bar fights are so much more entertaining.
They are really.
Yeah.
It's even actually kind of fun to be in one every once in a rare while.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what? That's not where he's going with this. I don't even think he knows where. I don't think he knows where he's going. He did
Yeah.
everything. He's doing everything he can to sound reasonable, and
Without
anybody
being
with half a
reasonable.
brain has figured out that this type of critique is not helping him.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah,
It's
got
not
our
helping
attention.
him. It's not helping anybody really.
Yeah, this guy obviously has never been in a bar fight nor in a boxing match. So he doesn't understand how much getting punched hurts.
Well, and here's the far side of that. What he's trying to do here just isn't. It's not valid.
Oh, of course it's not.
Like
Ever
his
was.
dichotomy is absolute garbage. It really is. In that there are bar fights that are started for, well, more or less for just because they want to do it, just because they want to have a fight.
Yeah.
And that's been known to happen. That's been happening since time immemorial. A boxing coach, on the other hand, wouldn't necessarily be there to build you up. He might be there to take your money and kick your ass.
Yeah, not all boxing coaches are honest.
In fact,
More
there's a
creative
great many
people.
that aren't, even ones with good reputations. So let's back off that particular dichotomy and go on to something a little more apropos, shall we? You're not
Or
going
worse.
to, but I can dream.
Yeah, we could dream.
We live in a culture that rewards ridicule, that makes mockery viral. But viral doesn't mean valuable. If your words fuel harassment or threats,
Oh, just like your words fueled harassment and threats to Big Fry, just
Yeah.
for pointing out that he didn't do shit about your channel.
Direct praise of doxing. Yeah, it's
I mean, like with the meme. Yeah, you could dox Callum. Earth2 would be okay with it. You could dox Butter. It could be okay with it. They could even dox the IGN community manager, and you could be okay with it. But doxing Shane, that's out of bounds.
the real reason doxing Shane is out of bounds because that might actually cause him to get served papers. And we can't have that.
All right.
it's
Well,
worth
what
considering their impact.
everybody's
You're
been
not
doing is actually just calling attention to the bullshit. And if you are willing to stand by and let the bullshit go, then maybe you want to be thinking about what you're doing with your life. Maybe.
Yeah. While we're paused, Gringo Dingo, please don't defame autism by comparing them with Paul Archer.
Yeah, every autist I've ever met would be pissed off by that.
Yeah.
Most of them would want to run a train over him anyway.
It's like bringing a train to a gunfight.
Or with Paul
Or
bringing a gun-shaped
bringing a
drawing
knife to a
a
sniper duel.
gunfight.
That's always fun. I bet people have done that too.
No, Paul Archer is bringing a gun drawn on a piece of paper to a gunfight.
Hey, if he wants to do a sniper battle that way, we'll talk.
Yeah.
He has to know what he's
just
doing
wanna
first.
talk.
But hey,
What do you do with a shotgun? I just want to talk.
we're gonna have a little conversation here, pal, and you're gonna hate my guts for it. You know what? I don't care.
The gun's for defense.
Good one.
Oh!
Again, citation fucking needed on the screen there. Oh, not good.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, it's not. While some people think it's a gunfight, it's actually a sniper duel. That's where I, being the sort of creature that I am, will run off and do rude things to people because they're being rude.
As for what's on the screen,
I'm absolutely 100% okay with the idea of taking your ass down from 3 zip codes away.
yeah. As for what's on the screen, yeah, it's self-awareness 100.
It sounds actually, Jim Mock? No, how about mukbang? Hi, mukbang! Sorry.
That's good.
Sorry, I'll shush now. That was well, not uncalled for. Okay.
culpable. If we want gaming, tech, and online spaces to evolve, we need to stop monetizing model. You need a
Let me find out where
cruel. You cannot neutral. You're culpable. If we want gaming, tech, and online spaces to evolve, we need to stop monetizing hate for profit and start building a culture where even the flawed have room to grow.
Okay,
personal
there's
opinion
flawed
here?
and they're okay. There's a big difference between flawed and absolutely fucking worthless.
No, it's like
there are some things that are so flawed as to be of little or no value. I don't have a problem with something like Earth 2 being able to exist. What I ask for is a little bit more originality and some actual effort on display before somebody starts asking for crowdfunding money.
or
my
transparency.
Yeah. My response to Paul Archer that in order for something to be flawed, it first has to be attempted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's too easy to destroy. Creation takes courage, and behind every ambitious project, no matter how flawed, there are human beings. The internet doesn't need more
Pause.
pitchforks. We need.
There
Let's go
is
let the
human
quote
beings,
finish.
but there is also $10 million behind this. And
$100
$10 million,
million.
yeah, $100 million brought us just this old Unreal Engine 5 tech demo. There is problems. There's not flaws. There is major problems.
All right.
More bridges.
Yeah, it works 100%. It works 100% of the time. See, here's the thing. My impression is that my impression of Paul is that he could probably touch me in a substantial way and kill me instantly, mostly by sitting on me.
Oh. uh. Now let's bring up something here. There we go. The more you know, and knowing is half the battle.
And that's why Shane Isaac has won none of the battle.
Well, if we're really being honest here, what Shane presented was slop.
Yeah.
What Paul Archer is trying to do.
Honestly, I could do something close to the same, except of course that the magic bean in question is accelerated at extreme speed from a great distance away and is unfortunately for him made out of lead.
Unfortunately, what Paul Archer tried to do is something 10 times more worse than anything that has happened so far.
Yeah, it's like, I have to disagree with you, Donka Memer. Only so many trolls can live under that Brooklyn Bridge.
That he tried to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, there's two pairs of trolls on either end of the Brooklyn Bridge demanding tolls.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point.
And unfortunately, they don't like it when other people muscle in on their turf.
Well, I think this is about worthy for an ending. Don't you agree?
2 hours is not nearly enough time. No, I'm good. Well, I'm also drunk.
Well,
I am
flies.
good.
Time does fly when you were having fun, making fun of Earth 2.
Sorry, I misspoke. I'm evil.
Well, we've still got that breaking news thing we got to talk about.
That was the breaking news. The
breaking news was the affront against Big Fry.
Remember the thing about Visa going into forums?
Well, that will have to be on Thursday's cycle. Yes, we are going twice a week from here on out, or until we can tolerate it. No longer tolerate it. But remember to do all the YouTube things, like, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, you will be a phantom in our algorithm.
That mean, hey Sanji, if we're going to start doing these twice a week, that mean I get a pay raise?
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll
oh, maybe he says.
Might even triple it.
Well, between now and the next time we see you, beware, the tax man cometh.